I'm Masazumi Imai from Fujifilm. Please call me Masa. First of all, please notice I'd like to use Japanese language in my presentation. So please put on your headset. Okay, let's start presentation. Now I switch to Japanese.
Well, I'm a design manager for X Series and also designer. And so for X100, XT1, GFX, and those other designs which I have done, and I'm so honored to be able to be here to have this presentation. Mr. Craig Chandler and other staff, so thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity. First, do you know about X Series camera? This is the camera which has a special design. And the first model is this one. I'm going to show that on the presentation. X100 is the model. And Fujifilm camera series, we actually we could overcome the situation of low margin and a high turnover situation, and then move to success. So for today, I'd like to cover these 3 points. And first, the fine pixel error and the market. And looking back to the Fujifilm digital camera, let's take a look at the time of the 2008. And X Series did not exist at that time. We had a fine pix. This is a lineup for back to the 2008. It's about 1 million to 7 million yen digital camera. And let's take a look at the market back to the time. And this is the shipment volume for all digital camera companies. Blue one is for compact camera, and yellow one is for interchangeable lens camera. And by looking at until the year 2008, you can see the volume is increasing. However, after that, we had the impact for the currency exchange rate, and then our sales hasn't dropped down. And after we reached the peak in the year 2010, dramatically our sales and volume has been dropped down. The reason is about the smartphone appearance. So this kind of a trend we have actually seen from the year 2009, and it was a vital question for us. So what should we do?
So in the same graph, look at the yellow-colored portion. This is the hint. So this portion, we will divide it to the single lens reflex and the mirrorless. And green color is going to be diminished to half, but the mirrorless stays flat. So we expected this as a forecast and thought it this way. The one single lens reflex is very heavy, and also technology is already matured, so it's difficult to make a differentiation. But the mirrorless is much smaller, and you can make a system of much smaller and compact, so you can differentiate this product. So although the technology, this performance is kind of lower than the single lens, but we can improve that by technology. So we have decided to develop the high value-added mirrorless digital cameras. So if you go to the next part, which is concerning the lineup of X100 development, and that started from the first part of 2010. We thought about the high value added for the Fujifilm, and we thought of our strength, our knowledge in the area of photographing, and the next one is the Fujinon lens, high-quality image that we have nurtured in a TV and a film. So we decided to the policy of make the flagship the machine of Fujifilm. So that will be the good product at first glance by all the camera fans in the world. So the code name of that is X100, just like this product name. So at the time of trying to the concept, design is very wide, vertical or different shapes in order to differentiate the product from the competitor. So our device is our devices, the hybrid finder, was completed. Because this is a very, very epoch-making finder of those days. And so there are several photographers who are evaluating our products. They uploaded our product, but I would like to explain about the good performance. It takes 2 hours, so I will skip that explanation. So we use this. We have decided that viewfinder shooting will be the basic of the photographic. So this manner of using the viewfinder with the highest quality lenses, digital camera was reinvented by going back to the original point of the photographing camera. So if you look at this camera, so this shows the authenticness of the camera and sizes that fits just to the hands. So specifically, this is the design, and we deepened the design based upon that. So one of the design is trying to materialize the images of popular childhood memories. So in order to make a good product at first glance, we try to realize the images of popular childhood memories. So look at this photograph. When you first met with a good camera, when you were a little child, and father used to keep the cameras, very good cameras, and he would say, "Don't touch that camera. That's the camera that I have seen, and when I was a child, it looked very good quality." And all the photographers had similar the experiences, and I think you have the same experience as your father tells not to touch his camera. And so we started designing this camera, and not just imitating the authentic images or appearances, but essential appeal of the camera has to be achieved. In other words, eliminated superficial designing and camera as a tool for shooting with high quality and operability. So next, contents is up to date, but appearance should be very classic. So this combination is very good for the X100. So this transformational innovative technology is used, and so the essential design is really our challenge. So we started from what the X100 should be. So the operability, which should be as a tool for shooting. We have designated dial for adjusting the aperture, shutter speed, exposure, these 3 elements that are required or necessary for the camera. This is what we have arranged these cameras positioned in order to not to lose the shutter chance. So these 3 are made by the dials. Only by the X Series has a dial for these functions. So next, looking at the finders and try to think about the arrangement of these dials. And you will use the thumb of the right hand, and the left hand of it will be holding the camera, and shutter will be held in the center. So this location, this way of holding camera is very much useful for operability. So this is convinced as good for me arrangement of the dials. And also orange mark bar. This is the hybrid finder operation bar. This is a dial. When you operate that dial, you will hear the click sound. So this sound quality is also very important. And announcement date was coming close. So announcement was in 2009 in Germany, and all the customers came running and said, "It is a very good camera, just like what I have seen in the father's room," and they liked it. And this is the camera that they said we were waiting for. And this moment, we felt that all the camera fans can see it as a good camera, good product at first glance. So this X100 was launched in 2011, and we had a good reaction and feedback, and we started to sort of have a good lineup. So you see the lens of binders, SLs, X Series has been lined up, and also in the center, a GFX, this system. So this is a Fujifilm very specific lineup. Although the lineup has the X design is incorporated, and professional cameramans or all the users has been very much loving this product. Next, I would like to talk about what is how the X series were received and accepted. So users had a comment. X series has a good image quality and good design. So the image quality is just like this, and our definition is very high and very good. And also as per the design and functionality is very much, well, we appreciate it, or importance of functionality has been appreciated. And this design, also operability and sizing capability is also, we cared so much for the sizes of the very compact system overall sizes, and also the graphical user interface, which makes you want to take photographs more. And X has achieved so many design awards from the start to 7 days, and there are Germany and Net Dot and Japan GMark, so and Red Dot. There are 80 awards that we have received so far. This is not comparable to any other cameras, and so we have decided that the design that preserves the good should not be changed. So good things should not be changed. We should also achieve aimed at the camera that never becomes obsolete. So we have received a good feedback for this camera, and 2008, 2017. So we compare the sales and profit of the X series, and sales was declined, but the profitability has dramatically improved. And X series, the unit shipment or sales annually has started to grow, and from this compared to the start, it is about 5 times of the sales. So it is very much popularized among the users. So design award, many awards has been acquired, not just the camera, and they has driven the very positive brand image of the company. So the company as a brand has been achieved the good images. So by this, we have boosted the overall presence of the Fujifilm and raised the profile of the design department within the company. So we believe this is a very important effect that the company had. And I would like to talk about the future of the X designs. And this is the lineup of today. And we will pick up 2 latest, one XC3 and XH1. These 2 are going to be presented today in Singapore. These 2 types of machine, we are going to challenge to expand the series XC3. For example, this is a very attractive curves. This has attractive curves, and also this is going to be XH1. This is going to be, I designed this camera to be the new flagship model. Well, X designs. This is a lot of performance has been already incorporated into the X series, so I hope you will also be experience this one. And I would like to summarize this my presentation. X-Day design is completely embodies the true essence of the camera. And also we are continuing with the further evolvement of the camera by incorporating new design elements and specification. We are providing the camera that you will love. Thank you very much.